every day there should be an introspection that where do I stand? Why is it that I am not progressing? If we go into it, we'll find that we are not able to progress because there is lack of intensity. The intensity to progress is not there. Suppose there is a child who goes to school. There are so many students. One child feels that I must be the best student. I must get full marks in everything. Another child doesn't. That lack of intensity varies. So what to do to make this intensity stronger and stronger? So there is lack of intensity. This reminds me of one story. I'll tell in short. In many times, wandering sannyasis come to ashrams. Maybe in our ashram also, wandering sannyasis come. Mostly they come to take rest. And they are wandering, so they become tired. And when they come and say that we want to stay for 2-3 days and take rest. Sometimes they look very haggard, very poor, but sometimes there are sannyasis who look very brilliant. And when the sannyasis roam about, actually, you do not know who is who, whether he is very learned, whether he is even a mathadipati of an ashram, we don't come to know, unless they themselves tell that I am such and such person. So once, one elderly sannyasin came, he was a Malayali, and he looked very brilliant. He was short, and we used to have satsang after dinner those days. These days it is before dinner. So while we were winding up the Annakshetra, somebody came and told that Swamiji is calling all of you. Please come quickly. Swamiji is asking some questions to this elderly sannyasin. He wants all to be present there. So we went, and this Swamiji and our Swamiji, they were sitting face to face, and we all sat down. Swamiji was asking that, I heard from you just now that you had left your life in the world at the age of 18 or 20, and then you have been roaming about. You went to North India. So please tell us about your life. So this Swamiji, the wandering sannyasin, he told us that he had left and he went to Haridwar, Rishikesh, Uttarkashi, and he has had his learning of the scriptures from self-realized Mahatmas of those times. Then slowly he came down, and presently he is in UP, in a very remote village. The villagers are very good. They are devoted to him. They have made a small hut for him where he stays. And he spends his time reading and contemplating. Sometimes some villagers come to get some satsang, so that he does. So he said that I am very, very peaceful, but my life is a life of tragedy. Why he is saying like that? He said, my life is a life of tragedy. What do you mean by this? Our Swamiji said. Then he said, I have taken lessons from very learned gurus, and I am comfortable here in this small kutia. But if I think about myself, I find that where from I started my spiritual journey, I'm still standing there. I have not progressed. It was a shocking statement he was 72 years at that time. So Swamiji said, can you tell us why you are saying this and what happened? He said one word, lack of intensity. See, he is a sannyasin. He had been a sannyasin for 50 years at that time. Still he was saying that I had lack of intensity. That is why I am saying that wherever I started, I am still there. And he was actually giving a warning and an instruction to all the ashramites that you are under a Sadguru, so don't waste your time. Every moment introspect and see that you are progressing. This was his wish. This is what he wanted to convey to us.